Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. Something a little totally different today. This is something I do from time to time while I'm making pottery, just because I want to. I have done several of these face mugs. I call them the ugly mugs, kind of another play on words. They're kind of therapeutic. The pottery that we do here, we do production pottery. You see this table is a slab roller. It shows up in a lot of my videos. I do unboxings on it. I use it for everything. But this is a slab roller. It's got these two rollers back here behind this, and I knock everything over. Then I roll that clay out on here with a rolling pin on that fabric that's on the other end of it. And then I get this wheel and pull it through there, and it brings it out to a same thickness. That way all of my clay comes out to a certain thickness, and it stretches it, compresses it. It does a couple of things. So I like making these face mugs. Now they're difficult to make. I had mentioned y'all have seen me drinking out of one that I have occasionally. Goldenrod and rabbit tobacco tea. You've seen me drinking out of one occasionally. I don't have one out here. I should have brought it out here and been drinking out of one I already have for this video, but I didn't. I just decided right quick I was going to make it. The production pottery that we do gets monotonous. You start doing the same thing over and over and over, making this list of pieces. And like right now, this is a new order that I am starting, and it is a 2 pages back and front of 6 pieces, 2 pieces, 1 piece, two of everything. And you make them over, like over here, some of these cut 8 of each one, 4 of each one, and it gets old. It don't matter how fun something is, when you do the same thing over and over, it gets old. And these face mugs are unique. So I wanted to show you a little bit about how I make them, okay? So, to prevent sticking, anytime I use a mold, now I'll set back down and get with the detail in a minute, but the basic face right here. So this is cooking spray. You can use any kind. This happens to be olive oil. It don't have to be olive oil. Any kind of cooking spray will work. And it gets sticky over time. It is probably not the best thing to use. It is just what I have started using, okay? So what I do is I roll this, and this is not the precise piece of clay that I like to use. I mean pipe. I could not find the other pipe that I use. What I need to do is adjust my mold. And there ain't nothing. It's been a long time since I made one of these, y'all, so I'm gonna be out of practice. Alright. So probably what I'm gonna have to do now is take this out of here. It's just not. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You stretch this around this, and it thins it a little bit. Okay, at this point right here, you want to wet inside this seam, okay? Because that is what makes it stick together, that water and that slip. So I've got a sponge and a bowl of water here, and that's what you use to help fit pieces together, okay? You see how I am seaming this. Now the inside will not be perfect, so you'll have to go back. And I don't make anything like this free-formed perfect, okay? I just don't. I don't even like perfect. At this point, I take, stamp that. That is our logo. Flip this over. And then figure out right where my stamp is. I'll put me a little mark right there. And then I will down on that. And then this is basically a needle on a stick. I'm gonna just kind of mark first instead of getting carried away. So back again with the, you're trying to stick this together. The water is your bonding agent. Sometimes I use a paintbrush when I'm actually working on the piece itself. Okay. So once that is done, then I'm just gonna go around here and trace this out. Alright, now once I trace it out, I'm going to cut it loose over here like that. Peel this out from around it. And a lot of this stuff will still get used. I mean, these pieces I cut out of this clay to start making the face and the handle. So the handle, all right, next thing is you want to take your fingers, smooth all of this out. Okay. See, I've rounded that off. Now it looks like a good mug with a bottom. The handle, it'll be easy setting that down, that pipe's still in it. Wet this. I don't know which one of these is going to work better, so I'm just kind of, that'll bond that together. See how that is a little bit big. So at this point I dip it in there and I start shaping it. Making the handle is probably, to me, one of the most difficult parts of this. You just kind of slide your hand up and down it and you're gently stretching it, okay? And then down here, I start thinning it out. And see how it's ugly shaped. You pinch off what you don't want. It goes over here in a scrap pile. And then this top, you gotta start mashing it out. Alright, I'm through the water. Okay. Let's bring the piece back into frame over here. And what I do is I start a little bit above the bottom, and you're really supposed to take and score this a little bit. In other words, you put some light scratches on it. You take your water and wet it really good, but most of this is already really wet and sloppy already. And this is why this is so time consuming, and this is why these cups, y'all, when I start selling them on my Etsy store, they're gonna be expensive. Because you see how much detail and time is in this. and it is all freeform hand. Every one of these is unique. I do not make any two of them that is alike. There will never be two that are exactly alike. So if you happen to be one of the people that has been asking about these face mugs and wanted one, every one of them is different. And I do not do these to order. Everyone has a different feel. They get sanded, they get, you know, there's a lot that goes into them. So that is kind of the shape of that mug now. So I decide here sometimes where I want the mug. So what I have started doing is putting the face directly on the front opposite of the handle. A lot of people drink to the right or the left, and the face is always either toward them or I just started making my face directly opposite of the handle. It's just it's just easier. All right. Sometimes I get a wild hair, and if I'm making me one and I know which side I want it on, it ain't a big deal. I'll do it, you know. Alright. So now we get to the work part of it, the fun part. So I'm gonna slide y'all around, let y'all kind of look over my shoulder. So that way you ain't looking at my ugly mug the whole time. And I've got all my tools up in here. I don't even know now exactly what all. Brody has been playing in my little toolbox, okay? So if I struggle to find my stuff, that is why. And yes, I am missing tools. It'll be all right. We'll manage. I do a lot with this little bitty paintbrush from Walmart. Not Walmart, but Walmart's. And this stick here, I think I can get by with just that. We'll see if we need some more stuff. Okay. Now, I need a thinner piece. So, and when it's wet, y'all, it'll stick to that rolling pin like big time. Now, so I'm gonna make my eyeballs first, and I just make a round circle, y'all. And like I said, every one of them comes out unique. Some of them come out cross-eyed, and you never know how ugly he's gonna be. But the purpose is he's supposed to be ugly now. He ain't supposed to be this pretty good-looking fella that you want to, take out to dinner or take you to McDonald's and buy you a hamburger or something. He's supposed to be ugly now. And see how them is stuck. I don't like for them to get stuck down there. I may have to get my spatula over here. So they keep sticking to my finger. Go. Alright. Alright. I think the next thing I need to make is probably my nose. So I kind of know where to put my let's see. Leave that right over there for a minute. I may do something else with it. what I'm gonna do. Get my bowl of water. I wish I had my water over here a little closer on my stove. Let me drink it up right over here. There we go. All right. So what I'm doing there is I am building this fella a nose, okay? And it is all we're gonna see how ugly he can turn out, okay? I believe that is a good place right there for a nose. I had it already somewhat wet. But with that pipe in there, that allows me to be able to stick stuff to that. Y'all, this may turn out to be a long video. You may not be interested and won't watch it. You ain't obligated. Somebody will be interested in it if you're not, I promise. They always are. Okay, let's get this. Oh, now let's stick these eyeballs on there. Now my little people look droopy now. It's a purpose for that. They ugly, sad faces is what they are. All right, now I need to okay. I don't know if I got them big enough. A little too long. I know y'all want to know what in the world I'm doing right here, ain't you? Where'd my paintbrush go? Somebody tell me where I laid my paintbrush. There it is, and I still thought I dropped it off in that water. Okay. Uh-oh, messed up just a tad right there. Okay. Y'all see it coming together? See, now he's got a droopy old eyelid there. Oh. Alright, and we're going to put a little dot for the eye. Alright, now. We got to have some lips. Big ugly mouth. At this point, I could make that a mustache. No, I ought to make that a mustache is what I ought to do. I think I will. Yeah, let's do this. See, they just kind of develop as you go. They're all different. Whatever looks good, you roll with that. Just roll with it. On here, them brush strokes will really make that look like a mustache. we're not gonna worry about what it is. Now at this point, somebody is saying, what in the world is that? All right, now he's got some cheeks for that side. Do one for this side. Little bit. Cut something off. I kind of try to make them match, so I ain't good at doing that right off the bat. This is sliding around. Get it pushed back up there like I like it. There we go. No. Okay. And y'all, that is just about it right there. And that is an ugly mug. When it dries, it'll get sanded. So, let's see if we can get the pipe out of it now. Oh. Oh, we may have messed up. Oh yeah, there it comes. Okay. Slid that. Oh, now. Let me smooth this inside out some. Okay, I'm just doing a little dressing up, touching up some of this. Like I said, they're all unique. They're all a little different. None of them are perfect. They're not supposed to be. I don't want them perfect. What I did want to do is up here in where this forehead is, I like to add a few wrinkles. Okay, and then we're gonna put some lines in that mustache. All right, y'all, that is it. An ugly mug with a handle. So anyway, thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. We'll see you next time. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all.